No. So I really didn't know the area too well where she lives. So I start making my way down to the restaurant, and I know I got to get on this one highway. So I'm looking for it. I'm making turns, and I'm really not seeing anything familiar, and I keep making more turns. And
Why aren't you just asking her for directions if this is where she's from?
well, it's kind of like a guy thing. Like, we don't really ask, men don't really ask for directions.
Yeah, he's
Not
right.
me, man. I use my GPS. I pull over even if my GPS is working to ask people. I'll ask
I got
anybody.
the GPS on my phone, but I had some, cool music playing, and I didn't want to shut it off. So, I'm trying to make this all go cool, and, I want to show I got my stuff together, I know where I'm going.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Every woman loves a man who's good with directions.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't know if she knew I was lost or not because she just started making conversation and talking about stuff. So it was just all going kind of well.
Okay.
So I'm keep going, and still I don't see anything I recognize at all. And I think she kind of started to ask me some questions like, do you know where you're going? And I was like, yeah, we're good. And she asked me where we're going again. I told her the name of the place, and she started to kind of tensed up a little bit, and I was like, you all right? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. And make another turn, and still, she was getting more nervous and more nervous as I made more turns and kept going farther, and I'm looking around, and she starts asking me, oh, you're not going to, kidnap me, right? And I'm like, oh, what? No, I'm not going to kidnap you.
You're like, we don't know each other well enough yet.
I don't know if you're worth it.
No, I'm like, come on. So, she's just getting scared, and I'm starting to make me nervous, too, so I'm having even more trouble driving and trying to figure out where I am, and then I'm starting to get anxiety from that, and then it's starting to get dark, and then she's getting even more scared.
Because she's in the car with some guy who sounds like he's sweating with his knuckles clenched on the steering wheel and leading her into the woods.
Okay, at that point, why didn't you go, you know what?